On today's episode of Anime Afterthought, a certain scientific Railgun Season 3 Episode 8, Mental Out. Oh baby, we are back and it feels so good. So good. I gotta say, with everything going on, you, like me, probably have a million things running on your mind, but you cannot forget to treasure the little things. Yes, I know this series means a lot to a lot of people, and honestly, my Fridays have not been the same. But hot diggity damn if I am not super fucking happy to see Railgun once more. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Gotta be honest, it's been a while, so my memory might be a little fuzzy, but I'm pretty sure we just had a hostage exchange go completely fucking wrong, or right, depending on whose side you're on. Yes, it seems the Esper with the ability to control liquid metal, the one dressed in a pink nurse's outfit, she decides to take matters into her own hand after Baba's failures. Well, let's just say confronting Mizuka head on was definitely the wrong choice, because even with their memories erased or altered, this bad bitch still got backup. Yes, backing up our main zappy girl is Kuroko. And after a little tussle and a very ominous call out from the Terminator 2 ripoff, this situation is resolved. Now back at Judgment, it seems they're still trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, and it seems all to come back to that conspiracy website that Uehara was investigating in the first place. You know, the one where Mental Out came in and started fucking with their mind? Yeah, well, it seems Mizuka has the ability to recover said erased data, and upon viewing what was destroyed, we see a photograph. Who is it of? Yes, it's Misaki Shokuho, aka Mental Out, aka the Puppet Master, as we'll learn in today's episode. And I gotta be honest, we really do learn that she is pulling the strings. We do get several flashbacks this episode that fill us in on missing data, and while the level 6 shift seems to be a main priority in the research and the main reason she hired her attaché, who happened to be a former researcher or at least in charge of security of the level 6 shift project, to me it seems like a means to an end. Before she lets us in on her grand scheme, she is confronted by Mizuka. Yes, Mizuka has finally caught up to Mental Out, and it seems she wants some fucking answers. Where the hell is my sister? But it seems Misaki has some other plans in motion, ones that require her immediate attention, so if she wants to know, she has to follow along, leading them both to the back of a semi-truck where a majority of the episode takes place. And this is where we get a lot of context about what Mental Out is actually up to. Now, first and foremost, her and Member are no way affiliated with each other. So when Mizuka begins to unleash all her frustration built up with what happened to Kongo, even she herself begins to realize, well, you know what? Technically, it was me who got her involved in the entire situation. Still pissed at the fact, like, hey, why couldn't we work from the very beginning? It's like, well, because, I can't read your mind, I can't manipulate you, and you're very, very hard to predict. You and your fucking friends. Now, let's not be tricked at this point. She even comes out and says it. This is not some kind of roundabout way to keep them safe. It's to stop any kind of unpredictable irregularities for interrupting my plans. Rounding out this tongue lashing is the verbal bitch slap of, you know what? Trusting others led to the level 6 shift program in the fucking first place. And oh, damn, that cut deep. That cut deep. And at this point, Mizuka begins to question Misaki's motives. Well, if you're not trying to help out the sisters, or you don't trust me or my friends, what exactly are you after? Well, she comes out and says it. I am after Kihara Gensai. And to be honest, upon first hearing his name, I don't know who the fuck she's talking about. But of course, at the end of the episode, it all becomes abundantly clear once we get a good vision of his face. This is the motherfucker with that creepy ass smile as he watched those so-called child errors, go completely fucking catatonic during the level upper arc. But it's not just him, it's his entire family, entire lineage seems to be completely obsessed with the level 6 or system as he calls it. His granddaughter was the antagonist for the Poltergeist arc, the second half of season 1. And then we have Kihara Amada. Remember the researcher turned one-man accelerator hit squad, or at least tried to, which their whole interactions, I believe, gave us the first look at Accelerator's black wing form. Like, honestly though, this family stirs up trouble wherever they seem to go, and it seems this old geezer is no exception. But it does make me wonder, why the hell is Misaki so intended on going after and taking this fucker down? I hope to find out soon. Now, we do get some more information. We do know that, I know a couple of you commented, why doesn't 10032 contact the Mizuka network? And a lot of you surmise that, oh, it's because she was unconscious. But it turns out the series goes a little bit more in depth with that. It's actually Mental's ability to, cancel the connection between them. But that leads me to question, wouldn't the sisters know, hey, 10032 is no longer on the network? I don't know. I'm not gonna look too much into it. Today's episode is a gift horse, so I'm not looking looking in the mouth. Misaki also takes this opportunity to inform Mizuka that once again, Member is not actually after her. It seems their mission was to get rid of her and try to acquire the Mizuka network themselves. Taking this opportunity once again to explain to us, the viewer, how powerful the Mizuka network is, as well as what it could do if fallen into the wrong hands. So it's actually a good thing that Mental Out, happened upon the sister and took her under her quote unquote protection. Now, to be completely honest, I don't mind an info dump like this, an info bomb as you would put it. It gives us a lot of context to, fill in the gaps, the lost information, as well as, making assumptions and theories for the future. The only downside to this is that missed opportunity nip slip. I mean, come on. Mizuka grabbing Misaki by the collar, just pulling the shirt up just to see, she's not wearing a fucking bra. I mean, come on. You couldn't do that? We've been off for 3 fucking weeks and you couldn't give us a little nip slip? Come on, Sony. But yes, it seems that this conversation is over because the truck has finally made it to its final destination, the building housing Kihara Gensai. So now it's time for an all-out assault. Or at least it would be, if Mental Out kept up with her cardio. Mizuka taking this opportunity to jump ahead, not realizing that Mental Out has fallen way behind. Of course, once she catches up and, Mizuka realizes it wasn't a trick, Misaki takes this opportunity to, get some pretty good digs in. I'm sorry, I'm not as fast as you. Having a narrow chest like that makes you, wind resistant. We can't all be flat like you. I'm a little top heavy. I got a couple extra assets. Yeah, assets we wanted to see early on the episode, but thanks for pointing them out now. This leads to a very funny back and forth, lighten up the episode. Hopefully contrasting the upcoming dark action-packed shit we're gonna get next week or the week after that. I don't know. But once after the verbal fight ends and both parties catch their breath, they decide to go their separate ways, each one proclaiming the other must not interfere. And after all that, we are left with the final scene of today's episode, a very interesting one, I might say. In this final scene, we are witness to a conversation being held by the liquid metal Esper from Member, as well as Kihara Gensai himself, not only obtaining the girl's real name, Kozaku Mitori, but once again bearing witness to that creepy fucking smile that sparked my recollection of him in the first place. Ending with the final frames being Misaki's trapped in a cage? Wow. Damn. Like I said, it's great to be back and we are just getting in the thick of it. I love this episode because it does what a certain series does. It just piles on a bunch of more information, answering a lot of questions as well as forming a lot of new ones. Like I said, there's one bad thing about today's episode, but I mean, come on. Did you really expect a nip slip? I mean, I'd like one, but I have to say I'm more intrigued about Misaki now than ever. We now know her mission is to take down this Kihara Gensai, as well as mix with the final frames of the scene. Like, we know for a fact that this dude is a perverse motherfucker. I mean, he literally watched as those kids went comatose, and it wouldn't surprise me if he had his hand in a bunch of other fucking pies. Maybe he fucked up Misaki. Maybe he's done something to Mental Out. I have no fucking clue. But it seems she's out for revenge or vengeance or justice or I don't know, something. She's went through a lot to get to this point as well, manipulating so many people on a large scale so they wouldn't get in her fucking way. Now, after a certain drought, to have this is just a breath of fresh air. Today was awesome. Friday was awesome. Not only got this, we have One Piece Stampede is out on Amazon. Like, shit is looking swell. So with that being said, and my patience at an all-time high, with everyone's safety and well-being in mind, I can wait for future episodes.